Strong storm still possible into tonight. That first alert action day continues. We've got heavy rain moving into the area right now. We'll talk about when it arrives next. All that coming up next. You're watching 9 News at 10. Here's your first alert forecast with Kay McFerrin. And good morning to you. Once again, my name is Kody McFerrin here in the First Alert Weather Center, continuing to track the storm activity. We've been watching it overnight and trying to see what the latest model data says. That's some of the guidance we use. And right now, this situation is starting to unfold already. As you can see, Doppler network is showing heavy rain moving in. So let's quickly talk about it. No severe weather activity. This will be our first round of storms that we see this morning. And these storms are going to continue to progress our way north and east at about 45 miles an hour. I'm tracking them at about 45, but they could very well pick up speed a little bit. And I think they may do so as the upper level winds that are pulling these storms this way may increase. Again, just a bit. So here's what we're going to go ahead and do. We'll track this line of stable, non-severe thunderstorms producing the torrential rainfall right now, north and east at 45. And as we do that, here's a current list of areas impacted on your screen. The heavy rain should begin anywhere from about 10:58 from Carbondale to about 11:13 for the Marion Airport, Metropolis by about 11:15, Mount Vernon, Illinois 11:15, Marion by 11:18 or so, Bunting Farms 11:21, Benton 11:22, West Frankfort at 11:24. Again, no severe weather activity occurring with this. Now, one important key detail is how quickly will that first band of heavy rain move out, because that will help to determine how much energy we may be able to use up for tonight's storm system. So let's talk about that right now. Level 3 risk, that's an enhanced risk in southeast Missouri, portions of West Kentucky, northwest Tennessee. For the strong storms, that's where the Storm Prediction Center thinks the greatest area of concern will be for the supercell thunderstorms. However, we'll talk about some discrepancies here in just a second. Right now, a level 2 risk, that's a slight risk for severe weather in portions of southern Illinois, southeast Illinois, southeast Missouri, and then the level 1 marginal threat for our most northern and eastern counties here in southern Illinois. So let's get to it right now on Futurecast. So what I'll go ahead and do is wind this back and put it on your screen. Here's 11 o'clock. Notice Futurecast shows that activity moving towards southern Illinois. It's a little bit slow on its timing here, but note by about 11 o'clock or so that will continue to move in. It's getting a little bit optimistic with the widespread rainfall. Again, depending on how quickly we get this first round out of here, will help us with those energy levels for tonight's storms, and we'll keep you up to date on that. We will need to see a break in some of the activity. Notice by about 3 o'clock, Futurecast still shows some rain and some moderate rainfall, especially in southeast Illinois. I think we may see a break about that time. I don't think the heavy rain will persist that long, but we'll watch the radars, keep you up to date. If we do see clearing by 3 o'clock, that's when the energy levels are going to really start to ramp up. We're going to see storms that will be very, very strong and capable of producing violent, probably winds, hail, and flooding issues later on this evening, and the possibility of tornadoes. So by 4 or 5 o'clock, here's where I want you to start paying attention. Notice these storms out in southeast Missouri continuing to push east and mostly south and southeast right now in portions of southeast Missouri for Licking, Farmington. If the track continues at this pace, Futurecast keeps the strongest storms in southeast Missouri and our far western counties of southern Illinois, so Randolph, Jackson, maybe even portions of Perry, Union, and Alexander. However, this is too close for my comfort, so anybody in southern Illinois has to be paying attention to the weather tonight, especially towards 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, because anywhere where a supercell thunderstorm can develop tonight, especially during this time period after we get this main first morning round and afternoon round of storms out, that's where the greatest concern will be for the tornadoes. So again, 60 mile an hour winds. If we get line of storms, 60, 65, quarter size hail. With supercell thunderstorms, that changes quite a bit. 60, 65, 70 mile an hour winds, quarter to ping pong ball size hail. And of course the tornado threat, as any rotating storm should be able to get down to those surface level winds, which it's going to want to do tonight. So 6, 7 o'clock in Futurecast continues to push that activity south and east. We talked about the supercell thunderstorms, especially in southeast Missouri. You'll see that it starts to form a line. This line will likely, based on the current data, impact portions of southeast Missouri, southeast Illinois, northwest Tennessee, and west Kentucky. Good news is by 9, 10 o'clock, however, the line on this particular model moves out of our area, so by about 11 to 12 o'clock tonight, we should be able to say goodbye to the severe weather risk. But we're going to watch it very closely for you. By 11, 12 o'clock, you can see Futurecast clears that out. Maybe some heavy rain possible with some back edge training of this system by midnight. But I think here in Southern Illinois, things will be dry by that time, and we'll keep you up to date on that. So, again, we continue to track those first round of storms that are moving towards Southern Illinois, with more storms possible tonight. We'll continue to track these storm systems, I guess, throughout the week, but right now reporting in the Weather Center, Kay McFerrin, 9 News.